The theme for this week's video is what am I most afraid of? And this is kind of like a spooky setting, so I thought it would be kind of fun. Uh, First, I'd like to address what most people are afraid of. Most people are afraid of dying, and that is not something that I'm afraid of. The method of which gives me some concern, but I am not afraid of death because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that is not the end, and I know where I'm going. I believe that Jesus is God, that he came to earth and died on the cross for my sins, for my transgressions against him, the God of the universe, and that my act of asking him to save me from that and accepting his forgiveness, which is free, settles it. So I will be with him someday and all those others who have trusted in him. So that part's settled. I'm not afraid of that. What I am afraid of most is living, not living, actually. So, what I mean to say is, I'm afraid of being alive without living. And I have been there, especially now that I have experienced it. Yeah, I'm afraid of ever experiencing that again. When I had chronic fatigue syndrome, it is something that first attacks your body because of what you've done to your body and your mind. And then it attacks your mind, and then it drains your spirit. So it affects all of you. And it's not just a matter of, I'm so tired, I can't do anything. It's the act of, why is it such a struggle to get out of bed and make a meal or sing a song to my kids? Or my victory for today was I folded a load of laundry, and that was all I could do. It pulls on you so terribly when you see others around you enjoying life, living every day, their average every day, and you want so much just to have that back, just to be able to walk around your house without it feeling like such a task. And the joy is gone. So I fight against that. And now that I've conquered it, am I afraid that I'm going to slip back into that same old thing? No. There could be something down the road that is completely different that could have a similar effect on me. I am concerned about that. But I do know, most importantly, being afraid of something is also incredibly damaging because fear leads to stress, and stress causes acid in the body, causes all sorts of inflammation and diseases. So you can cause horrible things to happen to your own body just because of what you hold in your mind and your mindset. And that is something I have to guard against as well. So when I conquer something and I move forward, it is so important for me to move forward in joy. And that circles right back to God and what he says in the Bible, that he has not given us the spirit of fear. So anytime we find ourselves afraid of something, it's not from him. It's not of him. And so we should turn away from it. We should know that he's given us a hope and a future. He has plans for us, and they're plans for our good. So what do we have to be afraid of? If we trust in him, our future is absolutely secure, and he's got us through all of it. And that is really important to remember. So when it comes to healing myself, I look for things that heal body, mind, and spirit, because you have to have all three. It has to be complete or it's not lasting. You just can't hang on to it. And I want to live out all of my days living them, truly living them. I am very glad that I know my family, my extended family, my family health history, and I can see warning signs of things. So if a certain family member has fallen prey to an illness and I see the warning signs coming up to it, or I just know that that's a potential, I can guard against it. And I want to do so without fear. I can still remember my mom told me, our family is the number one killer for our family is heart disease. And that's probably how most of us are going to go out. And I thought to myself, I really don't like that prophetic word spoken over me. That's not something I want to claim or own. So that was my number one thing that I fought against. That was the first one. And when I found the solution to never having heart disease, like, this is so simple. Why wouldn't I do it? I want my future to not have that held over me. And when I made the choice to change my lifestyle to make sure that that would never be something that plagued me, it felt like such a load lifted off of me. And that's what I want to do. Just be proactive, research things, but not obsess about them to the point where it's causing me stress and distress. And just know that there's an answer out there. There's always an answer out there. There absolutely is. And if we obsess about things, we're more likely to spend a lot of money and time spiraling and trying all these little things instead of being wise and really having a good perspective on it to be able to make the best choices for ourselves. And then when we find what's going to work, grabbing onto it with full confidence. That's definitely something that has been important to me. When I grab onto something, it can't be because I'm scared. It's got to be, yes, this is the answer. Finally, I want to move forward. So I want to say that, and everything that I said in this video, to encourage you. If you are fearful, you don't have to be. You absolutely don't have to be, and you don't want to be. That's not something that you want in your life. The answer is there. Get that burden lifted. There's no reason for us to be staying awake at night, being afraid of something, of anything. And the basic one of, what if I die tonight? What's going to happen? There's no reason to be afraid of that. You can absolutely know for sure the answers and push that away. Like, that's not an issue anymore. Anything that you're afraid of, push it away. It doesn't have to be an issue. The answer's out there. I hope you have a blessed week, and I will tackle the next topic pretty soon.